What's up guys, and welcome back to the Jerry Jack channel. So today on the channel, we have decided to find some local grass-fed beef from a regenerative beef farm. So not only that, do we have this beautiful ribeye boneless steak, grass-fed from a regenerative beef farm, but we also have some other products that are gonna pair amazing with this steak. If you guys are not familiar with red meats and the benefits of red meat, or if you're more of a vegetarian diet or carnivore, me personally, I lean towards the carnivore diet. All I eat really is meat and fruit, mostly meat.
What did he say?
But guys, today we're gonna make a little meal with a nice grass-fed steak. And a little bit later on in the series, we are going to do a tour of this particular beef farm and show you guys exactly where this meat is sourced from and exactly where you can find places like that, like the one that we found this beef at in your area. And if you're close to us, we can get you some of this stuff because it's really good. Not only that, but we're gonna use a little bit of grass-fed beef tallow to cook with. And this is part of, basically it's broken down fat. The fat around the organs, this fat is broken down and it's made into a tallow. If you're not too familiar with it, look up what beef tallow is. And this stuff's grass-fed, so you know it's the best that you're gonna get. Even comes in a fancy little mason jar straight from the farmer. And we also have some local honey from the same farmer, and this stuff is just beautiful. And this particular honey is actually goji berry honey. So it has a little bit of a fancier taste to it too, and it's pretty good. So we're gonna cook and add this as not only something we're gonna season the marinade with the steak with, but we're also going to put this on as a dressing after the steak is all done. But yeah guys, like I said, we're gonna check out how good this grass-fed beef steak is, and this is bigger than a steak. The grass-fed beef steaks that you'll find in stores, they're pretty small, and just look at the size of this thing. This is no ordinary small ribeye. This thing is 1.4 pounds, and it was packed on 2/29/24 from the local farmer. You guys got to check this stuff out, and we're gonna go cook it. So I'll see you there. All right, so now we got our beautiful steak sitting in the bowl that we're gonna put the marinade in. We're gonna go ahead and start with some honey, some of this natural raw honey. Now we're gonna do about 1 or 2 spoonfuls. And we're just gonna kind of drizzle it. I'd say 2 spoonfuls. We're just gonna kind of drizzle it over the meat. And this is gonna get some of that sweet flavor in the marinade. We know it's good for you as well. And then of course you gotta lick off your spoon. Oh, that's super good. Okay. All right. Once you have the honey on there, I like to put in a little Worcestershire sauce. No marinades finished without, oh no, we're out. Here, we'll find more Worcestershire. Well, usually when we have Worcestershire, we like to add Worcestershire. We might not have Worcestershire. So if I say Worcestershire anymore, I'm gonna forget how to say Worcestershire. So I have some leftover juice from these beautiful pickled onions. And this pickled onion juice is like fire. It also has some sweetness to it. It adds some sweetness and adds some spice as well. And no steak marinade is complete without something spicy. So cayenne pepper is good for you. We're gonna add some cayenne. And we do not take it easy on the spice. So
What is spicy?
we're gonna load it up. And then we're going to, of course, add a generous amount of salt, soak in all those flavors. And then garlic powder, of course. It's better to use fresh garlic, but all you have access to is garlic powder at the moment. You can use that. And of course, we're gonna finish it off with some organic, made with organic grapes, Cabernet Sauvignon. And if my pronunciation of that was butchered, don't blame me.
Julian.
Don't blame me, that's what I meant to say. We'll put some of that in there. That's gonna be our marinade. So we'll go ahead and mix it up there. And then after the steak is still not fully thawed out, so once it thaws a little bit more, we'll mix it around. And once we're ready to throw it on the grill, we'll be right back. Oh man, all right, so we just got the grill on. It's heating up, and this thing gets hot super quick. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our steak out of here. Before our tinfoil flies away. And this isn't fully, this isn't fully thawed yet, which isn't what I suggest when making a steak. I suggest you thaw it out first, but for time constraints reasons, we're just gonna go ahead and start searing it like that. Let me grab a spoon because we're actually gonna pull some of the flavoring out of that once this is, Lord, wind is not on my side. I'll be right back. Since we went ahead and picked the windiest day to grill steak, we're just gonna have to deal with it. But what we're gonna do, stir up some of our remaining marinade here. We're gonna get some this beef tallow. It's on there pretty good. There we go. Look at that. Solid as a rock. We're gonna open this thing up. We're gonna just get a nice chunk there. Put it right next to the steak. Put half on top. Oh, that's hot. Really hot. Put half on top. And half on the side there. And we're gonna scratch some of that tallow on the top there. I'll let that pick up some heat, and we'll be right back.
Mister, are you okay? Are you okay, mister?
All right, guys, so we decided to add a little bit of, well, I was gonna say vegetable, but it's not. We have mushroom, which is a fungi. Man, it's windy out here. We got sweet potato, which is a root, and then we're gonna add another, this is actually a fruit, peppers, jalapenos, but because it has seeds, it's technically a fruit. So we have a fruit, a fungi, and what did I just say it was? A root, a fungi, a root, and a fruit. So no vegetables here, actually, funny enough. And we're going to put a little bit of our magic seasoning on there, our marinade. Give it a little flavor, help it cook. Flip this guy over one more time. See how we're looking. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. We're gonna top it with a little bit more of this signature sauce. All right. Let it go back on low heat. Cook a little bit longer. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, that's looking mighty fine. We're gonna go ahead and flip it again. Remember, every time we flipped it, look at that juiciness. Oh. Remember, every time we flip this over, we like to give it another fresh coat of our secret sauce here. I'm running out, so we're just gonna use a little bit on this one, but I like to just get a nice coat of that sauce in there, let it sink in. If you do that every time you flip it, when it's done, that steak is gonna be nice and juicy. And our little sweet potato, fruit, fungi mix we got going on here. It's looking pretty fresh. Looking pretty delish, if you ask me. Almost 1:30. So right there is just about where we want it. All right, now we don't want to heaten up too much while we're just getting pan hot and ready here, because we're gonna sear it. But before we sear it, we're gonna put it on the plate. Let this heat up a little bit. And once it's nice and hot, we'll throw it back on there, give it a sear. That'll be it.
A few moments later.
Personally, I like to char it just a little bit right before we're done. Get all the smoke flavor we can get. Get those nice steak lines everyone enjoys on there. Oh yeah, just like that. Because we don't want to dry it out, we make sure that keep putting that sauce on there, a magic sauce. As soon as we do that, you get one more solid sear. Just like that.
That's going to be about it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, naturally, this is where my mics died on me right at the end of the video, and I didn't realize it. But all in all, the little meal that we've created for ourselves today, minus the little saute of stuff I put next to my steak, we have the watermelon, which is a great source of natural electrolytes and carbohydrates. But the steak itself is, you know, if you're not too familiar with red meat and all the benefits, there's a lot of minerals and vitamins that you only get from red meat. They don't occur in other places. Not only that, but it's a complete protein, and you want to make sure that the quality of the meat you're getting is good. So if you're at a store, try and get grass-fed, but it is always going to be better from a local farm, because you know exactly where it's coming from, and you can actually, you know, a lot of times go to their farms and see how it, you know, how they're getting their meat, how they're sourcing it, how they're taking care of it. And we're actually going to do a tour of this specific farm not too far in the future here. But if you want to get some products from these guys, they have jerky, they have pretty much every cut of beef, they have raw honey, they have beef tallow, and you know, it's meat.man23 on Instagram. You can reach out to them. I partnered with them for this video, and you know, hopefully this is going to raise a little bit of awareness to you guys of the benefits of red meat, and also the fact that it's really not that hard to find quality sources. It might not be at your local grocery store, unfortunately, but it is close to you. So reach out to these guys on Instagram. They do bulk orders and they do ship, but the best way is just to go to the farmer's market and pick some stuff up there. But DM me or DM Meatman23 and they will get you set up. And this was just such a great meal. I had to cut the video a little bit early to finish eating. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, eat red meat, and I'll catch you later.